So first of all, you see what is my agenda. What is my today's agenda? Why data analytics? What is data analytics? What is the markets? If I will build my career in data analytics, what I will get the benefit? What will be my future prospectus? Data scientist versus data analyst. Career in data analytics. Why data analytics using Python? What is EDA? Exploratory data analysis. Then we will show you one capstone project. Then we will wind up the session. So what exactly data analytics is and why I will choose this terminology for building my career, that first of all that you have to data analytics nowadays 70 to 80% technocrats, so they are preparing how to become a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, data architect in different industries. Salary, from the salary point of view, the very handsome salary the company is providing. So you see, some points I have written. So I will not go through the theoretical points. So as soon as possible that I will try to enter into the practical session. So data analytics nowadays, every day the volume of data is generating in exponential form. You consider any industry, bank industry, social media industry, automobile industry, retail industry, IT industry, any industry, if you will consider, data is generating in the form of exponential. That means huge volume of data is generating. Suppose you consider Facebook. Somebody is posting a picture, data is generating. In that post, suppose I gave a comment, data is generating. Somebody clicking, data is generating. So, how much volume of data generating in Facebook for a day? So we cannot say, we cannot imagine, we cannot evaluate because the volume of data is beyond our control, beyond our imagination. Basically, we say that is called as big data. But data is analyzing because nowadays so many competitors of Facebook, that applications are running also, Twitter, LinkedIn. So definitely they will think. So once a customer, once any user having an account in Facebook, so definitely Facebook will try to bind that user. How the user will bind with Facebook, will bind with LinkedIn, will bind with Twitter because they are doing the business. Suppose Silan Software is a company, we have a Facebook page. We are doing some business advertisement for our specific purpose, means for the enhancement of our business. Facebook is saying, okay, so your post, how it will reach within 40,000 technocrats, and for day I will take this amount of price. So they are overall they are doing business. So overall, you remember data is analyzing. Okay, data is analyzing. So speedily I will cover this point because as soon as possible that I will go to the practical session. So students are joining. So after 11:20, I will not accept. Okay, so data analytics is important because it allows organizations to turn raw data into insights and actionable information. By analyzing data, business can identify patterns and trends can understanding of their customers and competitors. So guys, please mute your noise. So we do not don't bother any noise. Please. So mute your noise. Data analytics can help organization in very different areas such as marketing, operations, finance, and customer service. So, for example, marketing, Maruti company launched a new car. Company have a business target. So, company have invested, suppose 150 crores. So, within 3 to 4 months, so company have a target, this number of cars that we will sell. So what the company will do? Company will give the customer. So company will take a target. So company will give the data set to the what? The person who is working as a data analyst. Then company will give a target. So how the data analyst will take the target? How the data analyst will take the target to particular customer, those who are able to take the car. Suppose 30 lakhs customer information the company provided to data analyst. So how the data analyst will analyze the data? So practically it is not possible that manually a data analyst will analyze. So definitely the data analyst will take the help of an application. So nowadays various tools, various applications that are playing in the market. So definitely the data analyst will implement that application. Today also we will discuss. Customer is customer income, IT file return customer is doing or not. So in various fields, the data analyst will analyze. So definitely, so it will help any business in the any various fields like marketing, operations, finance, and customer service. The marketing teams can use data analytics to identify the most effective marketing channels. Operations team can use data analytics to optimize production process and reduce waste. So in every aspectus, in every department, analysis of data or the concept of data analytics is using nowadays. Not only in particularly IT industry, it is using in every industry. If you will go to bank industry, bank have a target. Suppose bank loan department, bank provided suppose 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs customer information, and bank provided a task to data analyst. You take this customer set and you finalize, you predict by implementing So any rule, uh, decision making rule, which candidate is able to get a loan or which candidate is not able to get a loan. Bank have a target. In last quarter, bank have done the business. Suppose let it 30 to 40 crores of business the bank have done. So in this quarter, how that business volume will be more and more. So definitely bank have the target. So here the role of data analyst is very important because the data analyst will analyze the data to predict insights, to predict decisions. This candidate is able to get the loan. This candidate is not able to get the loan. So my point is, in every department, in every industry, nowadays, the concept of data analytics is using. And any graduate, any graduate in the field of technology, in the general field, any graduate can enter into this field. So what is data analytics? So it is a process of examining and interpreting data sets in order to draw conclusions and insights. So collecting data from different resources. So who will do? Data analyst will do. Maximum time I am getting a question from different people. So sir, what is data? What is the role of data scientist and what is the role of data analyst? Or data scientist and data analyst. So this is my Jupyter notebook homepage. So first of all, today, what I have thought. So I will bring a data set. I have brought a Zomato restaurant data set. So first of all, I will go to Google. So you can go through in what Kaggle in Google simply Zomato data set. Suppose in Google, suppose you don't know how to bring a data set. So simply you type Zomato data set. Okay. So or Zomato data set in Kaggle. Kaggle and GitHub, very popular two repository. So particularly regarding the data science and artificial intelligence, any data set if you want or wanting that you can get from this. So you can go through in this way. So you can very simple data set you can this you can download and you can get data set from this. Otherwise you can get from GitHub. This is the GitHub site. GitHub is also another repositories, and you can see. So there are so many links, and by going through the link that you can also get the data set. So if you I will click on this link, you can get the data set. Right. So already I have downloaded this data set and I have kept in my E drive. In my E drive, I have created a folder, data set folder. Inside the folder that this data set that I have kept. So this file is zomato.csv file. So guys, you remember maximum students, I hope, suppose if maximum students are unknown to, on are not aware what for this context. So mindfully listen. So this is an Excel file. If I will open the data Excel file, but Excel file is in the form of CSV. So there is a file format in Excel. You remember CSV, comma separated value. Okay, so file name is zomato.csv file. So now I am opening. So I can show you. So it is a big data set. I think So you see, so this is my data set, so many columns, so many big data set, big data. So huge volume of records. So huge volume of records and number of columns. So basically it is an Excel file. Suppose your Excel file is not in the form of CSV. You remember, if your Excel file is not in the form of CSV, then you can save file, save as. Normally, I hope everybody have known. And you choose any location. You choose any location that depend upon you. Suppose I will choose in D drive. So CSV, there is a format CSV you select. If your file is not in the form of CSV, normal Excel workbook, okay, default Excel file is Excel workbook. Then you have to save CSV format. Then file name whatever you give, there is no problem. Then you save. Already I have saved, so I did cancel. Okay, so this is my Zomato .csv file that I have kept in my A drive, and inside the A drive I have a folder name is dataset. Inside the dataset folder I have kept this file. And you see, if you will go to right click on this file, go to properties, and you see type of file Microsoft Excel comma separated value file. Okay, so you see from what it is clearly identified, it is a CSV file. You see there is an option, security option. You click here and you see, so this is the path. Okay, this path we will require. So where your CSV file. That file name is zomato.csv file. Exactly that you have kept. So if you will click on security option, then you can get. Okay. So now coming to the point. So now I will go to my Jupyter notebook environment. So first of all, what I will do, first of all, I will create a new file. And since we are using Python, I will create a new Python file. So guys, you see there is an option new, you click and you see there is an option Python 3. Okay, so 3 is the version, current version is 3.1.1. So 3 is the version, you click. So what I did, I am creating a new Python file. And so in that file, we will do EDA, exploratory data analysis, by taking Zomato data set. That means we are going to analyze Zomato data. Okay. Now this is my file. This is my field where we can do whatever we have the task. You see guys, so there is an option on title. There is an option on title. You click here, give a name. So give the file name, whatever you give, there is no problem. Ramadama, whatever you give. Suppose Zomato, suppose I will Zomato data analysis. Zomato data analysis. Then click on rename. Click on rename option. Okay, so whatever you give. Okay, so now this is the environment. Okay, so first point, import libraries. So how I will import libraries? Import means bringing. So my topic is data analytics using Python. So whatever I will write the code, one by one code I will write, I will run, I will get the output, I will explain in detail. So all are Python code. So currently I was saying that Python libraries that we will use, especially first pandas. So pandas is a library specifically used for data analysis and data manipulation. Pandas is a such library which is providing two data structure. One is data frame and one is series. And one is data frame. Two data structure Pandas is providing. So as we all have known, what do you mean by data structure? Data structure is a way where we store data. Not only we store data, some operations that we perform, searching operation, sorting operation, merging operation, various basic operations that we can perform. That's why we can say data, it is a data structure. So data frame is a data structure. So first of all, we have to import pandas. So pandas as PD. You see, so what I wrote, import pandas as PD. So what is this? PD is the alias of pandas. As is a keyword which is representing alias, alternative of pandas. So this is the concept in which way that we are importing pandas. In which way we are importing pandas in this way. Panda library means what? Library means a container. In Java programming that is called as package. Container means what? Container containing some things, some built-in things, some developed things. So that means here some developed built or built-in functions. So pandas, whatever containing some built-in function, every built-in function having a specific functionality. So pandas, whatever containing built-in functions, each and every built-in function will invoke by PD. PD is the alternative of pandas or alias of pandas. But strictly speaking, guys, you remember PD is what completely user defined. Whatever you write in place of PD, whatever you can write, but pandas officials have written PD. That's why we are writing PD. But instead of PD, whatever you can write. So import is a keyword. So import pandas as PD. Import numpy as NP. Import matplotlib dot pyplot as PLT. This is the for data visualization generating plot. Import cburn as SNS. So all libraries that I imported. NP is the alias of NumPy. PyPlot is a sub-module of Matplotlib. PLT is the alias of PyPlot. In Python programming, package or library is called as module. So Matplotlib is a little bit big library. So alias PLT. So I have taken for PyPlot because whatever the built-in functions that I will invoke, I will call for generating plot. So all built-in functions are coming from PyPlot. You remember these are the new terminologies. PyPlot is a sub-module of Matplotlib. Bhubaneswar.joydev here. Bhubaneswar is a module. Joydev will be sub-module in that way. Similarly, import Seaborn as SNS, Matplotlib and Seaborn to visualization library, plotting library. We can create a plot, and when I will see the plot, we can analyze the data through the plot that we will see and we will discuss. Similarly, NumPy meant for array, creating one-dimensional or two-dimensional or multi-dimensional array. NP is the alias of NumPy. That means whatever the NumPy containing built-in functions, every built-in functions will invoke by NumPy alias NP. Now I will hit run. It is very simple to run. Click run. So now star mark means process is going on. So first step number one, we imported whatever the libraries that we have, pandas, numpy, matplotlib, and cburn. Okay, so Jupyter notebook, this environment that we have used. Another simple environment also that we have, Google Colab. So there is no need to install that environment. Simply if you have a Gmail ID, you can use Google Colab environment. Okay, so first step number one, that we imported libraries. Then step number two, create a data frame. Create a data frame. So data frame, currently I was saying data frame is a data structure of pandas. So we have a data set zomato.csv file. That Zomato data set containing huge volume of data. So that zomato.csv file, that data set we will bring into my Jupyter notebook environment in the form of a data frame. So how? So how to create a data frame? So let my data frame name is df. Okay. So let my data frame name is df. So how I will create a data frame? You see what I'm writing. So there is a function, a read underscore CSV function. Okay. So read underscore CSV function is a such built-in function, or it is a built-in function coming from pandas library. That's why it is invoking by pandas alias pt. Okay, so when read underscore CSV function is invoking by pandas alias pd, then we are getting a data frame. Let my data frame name is df. Within read underscore CSV function, so what I will specify? I will specify the exact path of Zomato.csv file, where exactly where I have kept. I have kept in E drive, then in dataset folder, and file name is zomato.csv file. This. So I hope everybody is understanding. Then, so exact path dataset you see. So where I have kept properties security, this e colon slash dataset zomato.csv file. Now, so I want to see the first five records, because if you want to see all records and all columns, then simply print df, then you can get all these things. But size is high, so then I wanted to display the first five records of data from df. Now I will hit run. Okay, so now process is going on. So in this way, so we will create a data frame. You see, so data frame, we got data frame. So you see, so first five records, but you see so many columns, so many columns. Okay, so this is my data frame, and number of column, URL, address, name, online order, book table. Okay, so this is very important point. So first of all, we imported a library, then we created a data frame by taking zomato.csv file, and you see how many number of rows and how many number of columns in this data frame. So there is a keyword, save keyword. If I will hit run, you see 51,717 number of rows and 17 number of columns. Okay, there is a save keyword. So if I will execute save keyword data frame name dot save keyword, then I will get the output 51,717 number of rows and 17 number of columns. And if you want to if you want to discuss about column is called as feature. So in GitHub, also this Zomato, particularly this is Zomato Bangalore restaurant data sets actually. So now students are joining. So you see, if you want to know every columns of this data set, so you see URL. This is the first column. Zomato URL for the restaurant, address column, complete location of the restaurant, name of the restaurant, name column, online underscore order column, whether restaurant accepts online order, book table, whether restaurant provides option for booking table, rate restaurants rating on Zomato website, vote number of individual who voted for restaurant. So all columns, 17 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So listed in type, listed in city. So overall, Zomato data set having 17 number of columns and each column representing what? Okay, so this is called as features. So here you can get all the information. Now coming to my environment. Now coming to my environment. So we will start analysis. First of all, if you want to see how many columns, so there is a columns keyword df dot columns. You can see in this way. Okay, so now I will hit run. You see, so these are the columns: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there is a keyword column. So if you will execute this df dot columns, then you can get all these things. Now, some columns are not necessary that we can what represent in our data frame. So some unnecessary columns, if we have, that it depend upon your thought, that is depend upon your thinking. Suppose I am thinking, so some columns, I am thinking some columns are not necessary, then I can drop the column. Okay, some columns, suppose you see which is columns that I want to drop. URL is not necessary column. Okay, so df dot drop function, there is a function drop function. Okay, so my next point is I wanted to delete some column. I wanted to remove some columns, to drop some columns because some columns that I am thinking, I am analyzing. So some columns are not necessary. So I want to drop that column. So for that, so there is a drop function, and which is column that we will drop if more than one column if I want to drop. So within a list, within a square bracket that I will specify that column name. So URL, this is the first column name I want to drop, then colon, comma, address. So that it depend upon you, that it depend upon your thoughts. One column you see phone, one column you see phone column is not necessary. And then menu item, one column is menu item, one column you see menu item. Then which column disliked, I think one column that we have, yes. So disliked, I copied this, disliked, then reviews list. So one column is this is not necessary, I copied. Then this, okay, so comma axis equals to 1. Okay, so in this is a pandas, this is the concept of pandas. What do you mean by axis equals to 1? So axis, if I want to drop a column, so axis equals to 1, I have to write. So this is the syntax. If I will write axis equals 0, that is meant for rows. You remember. So in pandas, so axis, the two terminology, axis equals to 0 and axis equals to 1. Axis equals to 0 meant for dropping what row, and here axis equals to 1 means so for the column, meant for to drop the column. So this is the syntax. Okay. So in this way that I what wanted to drop the column. So basically there are so many drop what columns that I wanted to drop, and in which way that I dropped. So there is a built-in function, drop function, and which column that I wanted to drop this. Then after that, so if I want to see df dot head function, okay. So now some column we will see will be dropped. No, 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 no. First you see axis equals to 1. Okay, just you see. So now, so some column drop, some column drop, some column drop. So now you in cdf dot head function. No, no, no. So that is nothing. Df equals to that point I should write. So So this point we should write df equals to df dot drop. Okay, so I will check. So then df dot head function. Okay, because in pandas I dropped some columns. So this is a test. So whatever in right hand side, whatever I performed a task, so that result should be assigned in left hand variable. So here left hand variable is my data frame. So df means my updated data frame equals to by dropping some column df dot drop. In this way that you have to write. Otherwise, if I will write simple df, the previous data frame, first data frame is coming to the picture. So my point is some columns I drop from this data frame. How? Now there is a built-in function, drop function. Within drop function, which column that I wanted to drop, that column I specified, as a result that column drop. Okay. So then I will go to the next point. I will move forward. So data frame name df dot. I want to get some information after updating my data frame. After updating my data frame means by dropping some column. After updating my data frame, that means updating means dropping some column, updating my data frame. I want to get the information. So for that, so info function I called. That info function I called. Okay, so what is the purpose of info function? Info function representing what? When I called info function, so it is describing the details about your data frame. So latest data frame df, updated data frame df information in detail that we can get. Now I will hit run. So you see, so now so this is the information. This is the information. There are 51,717 entries. Number of rows 0 to this column, this name. These are the column names. So how many null values and how many which column containing null values. Then data types int 64 and object. One is int 64 type of data type, one data type 10 object 10 data items and object type of data item, memory usage 4.3 plus megabyte. So it is overall, if I will see the output of info function, so it is the information about our data frame df, or it is describing the information about our data frame df. Okay, so now so I hope guys everybody understanding. I hope you all are understanding and you all are enjoying. Very simple things that I am doing. Simply first I imported a library, then I created a data frame. So I knew what is the shape of data frame, how many number of rows and how many number of columns the data frame have. Then these are the columns of data frame. Now I thought some columns I will drop, so that's why I dropped some column. Then after that I got some information about my data frame df. Now then we will move forward. If thought if we have some duplicate rows in data set, then we have to remove again. So we have some duplicate some rows are repeated. If we have some duplicate, then what we have to do? If we have some duplicate rows in data set, then we have to remove. Okay, so how to remove duplicates? So for that, so how there is a built-in function, and purely it is a concept of pandas data frame. Once we are using this term, so no doubt, so it is the concept of pandas. Pandas, it is the concept of pandas. Okay, so I think size little bit I will reduce. So df, so there is a function. There is a function drop underscore duplicates. There is a function drop underscore duplicates. You remember? So it is the concept of a data frame. That's why this function, how I will write, how I am invoking data frame name df dot function name, and within bracket a keyword I will write in place equals to true. In place equals to true. In place equals to true means if some changes, your the state of an object is changing, so that is representing by the keyword in place equals to true. So it is the format, it is the protocol actually. In place equals to true, representing some state of an object. Your data frame is my object state is changing. Okay, when dropping a column, axis equals to 1, so some changing data frame state is changing, in place equals to true. Basically, these are the keywords that we have to use. This is the concept of data frame in pandas. Then after that, if I will write, if I want to know what is the df keyword, if I want to know, then after that, after removing duplicates from the data frame, df, after removing the data frame, duplicates from the data frame df, then I want to know what is the shape of df. Now I will hit run. You see, so some duplicates removed. Now it changed. So it changed. So data frame number of records changed into 51,609, because before that 51,717. But after removing some duplicates, now I am getting 51,609 number of records. 51,609 609 number of records. So definitely this data frame have some duplicates. That duplicates I removed. I hope everybody got clarity and everybody happily understanding. If you have any question that then you can ask. There is no problem. Without any fail, you can ask, and I am ready to give clarification, give explanation. Okay, so then we will go to the next point. We will go for data cleaning. So it is one of the major aspects, data cleaning. We will go to the next point, data cleaning. Okay, so what is data cleaning? Cleaning means we have to clean. We have to clean each and every column, each and every column. So why I will clean? Why I will clean each and every column? You see, some columns. Okay, one column just I will I am showing one column. Why I will need cleaning? Why I will go for cleaning? So one point I will show you one column. You see one column, red column. You see one column is red column. In red column, the value is 4.1 by 5, 4.1 by 5, 3.8 by 5, 3.7 by 5, divided by 5, and some two string values are given. I can show you. So if you see df, my data frame, column name is red, df of red dot unique function. There is a function unique. So unique function representing unique values of data frame. Now I will hit run. You see, so all the values of the red column, unique function representing unique values of data frame. So unique function, when I invoked what I got, all the values that I got. You see divided by 5, divided value divided by 5, it is a complex. When I will create a model, so model will not properly interpret. So model will not interpret properly. So I need 4.8, 3.1, 3.2, 4.6, 3. So a particular this divided by 5, again it is a complex. And this is one point that I found. Another point I found, so there is a string value new. All are 4.8 in 4.1, it is a float divided by something, float divided by something. So all values are in one category. But here, oh, there is a one string value new and there is a another string dash. Okay, so these two values are unnecessary values. So it is not matching with other values. All values are one category, but only two values are from coming from string category. So if a column is containing various patterns of data, so we have to bring into a one category. So anyhow, so this new and this dash string and divided by 5, anyhow that we have to remove. We have to remove. So this is called as data cleaning. So from red column, so individually we will check one by one column or we will look after every column. So I studied, I found red column containing this type of things. So we have to clean the red column in this way. So how then challenge came to our picture, anyhow that we have to remove new dash and divide what divided by 5. So challenge remove. So we have to remove what new. We have to remove new. Then we have to remove dash and we have to remove what? We have to remove what? Divided by 5. This. So for this I have to define a function, Python function. So guys, you have to know about Python function. If you have no basic knowledge in Python function, then definitely you will face some difficulties. Okay, so try to understand. So how to define a function? The function definition is preceded by the keyword def. One function name I will write. Suppose handle array. Any function name is user defined. Whatever you can write. Okay. Okay, so since red column that we are what going to perform clean operation, and one argument that I will take suppose value. Okay, so one function I am going to define in Python. How to define a function? So that knowledge that you have to know. So how to define a function? Okay, so very simple logic. So very simple. If else I will put. So what is my logic? If so, I have taken a value as an argument. So I can write what I can write if value double equals to, because double equals to the comparison operator. So if value double equals to new or value double equals to dash. Okay, so this then return is my output statement. Return np dot nan. So null, not a number. In this context, nan, that is a blank, that is a null. If you have a null value, so that is what nan, not a number. Okay, np is the alias of numpy. So if if condition is true, if condition is true, then this if body will execute. Else, so else value equals to, okay, if the value double equals to new, so in which the value is new, then at that place nan will what put nan will specify, not a number. Okay, otherwise, or if the value is dash, also in that place nan will specify, not a number will specify. Else otherwise value equals to, then we will go for split. So split function that I will call, what I am writing first to see, string value dot, there is a function split function. Okay, split function, which function? Division. So what is that? So I will explain. Then value equals to value of 0, then return float return float of value. So what is this? So if condition is true, then if body will execute, otherwise else body will execute. If condition is true, if body will execute, Otherwise, else body will exist. Suppose consider this number. Consider this number 2.1 divided by 5. So split function. So by using, so we got division. So this is split 2.1 divided by 5. First of all, I split. I will split. Splitting means into different two parts. 2.1 is a part, 5 is a part. I split. Now I will put within a list. So this is a zeroth index value. It will be one index value. So again, I am repeating. So suppose you consider any one number you pick 2.1 divided by 5. So I thought I will split 2.1 divided 5 when slash division symbol the control will see. So it will split 2.1, another is 5. So I will control will treat what 2.1 and 5 into a list. So if it will a list, my variable is value, list is value. So this is a value of zeroth index. We know in a list, first data item is a zeroth index data item, and 5 second data item is the one index data item. But my I have to remove the what second data item division by 5 but divided by 5. So value of 0 first data item to 2.1 assigned in a value, and that value I return. Since the value is a 2.1, so before that which type of value that I want to put, I want to display float value. So that's why I did the casting. So a target type that I have written float of value. This is my logic. This is my business logic. Okay, so value of 0 assigned in a value. Again, I am repeating. I picked this number 2.1 by 5. So I thought I will split. I will split into 2.1 and 5. How? Now, when the control will check division, when the control will check division slash symbol, then it will split into 2.1 and 5. Then 2.1 and 5, the control will consider it is a list. So list of values, this list having two values, one value is 2.1 and second value is 5. So 2.1 is the zeroth index value, 5 is the one index value. Okay, so now that zeroth index value that I will assign in so value, because I have to that avoid that point divide 5 second part that I want to avoid, that I want to remove. So that 2.1 value of 0, right, is always assigning into left, value of 0 is assigning into value, that's return that value. Okay, so now I completely came out from the function. So I completely a function, what I will write, df of rate column. Okay, df of rate equals to df of rate equals to the rate is my column name. So how to access d as my data frame, d of rate column. So how I will write d of rate. So I will apply. So apply is a built-in function. Okay, because from this function handle rate function definition that I have done. So what it is generating? So which function? So handle, my function name is handle rate. So you will apply function that I did. Okay. So what is the purpose of handle rate? Handle rate my is my function name, and that function I applied where in the rate column of data frame df. In the rate column of my data frame df. So then I will check df of rate, df of rate dot head function, big F of dot red of headphone. So this is my function definition. This is a very important terminal point. So for removing new dash and slash 5. So what I did, I defined a function. Okay. So after the function definition, then I invoked apply function in my red column. Then I checked. So what is the what red function? Sorry, red column. So now I will hit run. You see. So you see. So this is my red column. So after executing this code, so I got this. There is no division by 5. If you write df, then everything that you can get. So now, so after that, so I got lot 4.1, 4.1, 3.8, 3.6, 3.8. So everything that I got. Okay. So this is the analysis. This is the analysis. Then, so where the what in place of a new, in place of a dash, so I specified a null value, NaN. I specified null value. But if you see, Suppose to get the checking missing values or to getting the null values, checking missing values means null values. So just to see, so df data frame dot column name is red. Df is my data frame dot column name is red dot function name is null function dot sum function. Okay, so for checking, you see, I will hit run. You see, till 10,019. So null values n. So you think and imagine. So we have to fill some values in place of null values. Checking missing value means checking null values. Column 10,000 missing values. So everything that we have to clean. So the concept is saying, if you have null values, how you will treat with that null values. If you have null values, how I will treat with null values. So the concept is saying that we have to fill the null values. We have to fill the null values. Fill the null values. Fill the null values in red column. So column name is red. One column I am discussing in red column with main values. With main value. Okay. So how to fill? Okay, so there is a function fill now. The concept is saying, if you have more and more missing values, then how you will deal with missing values, how you will treat with the missing values. For that, so instead of that, you have to put the mean values. Mean values how? So from data frame df of red. Okay, data frame df for the column name is red dot fill now function. Okay, fill now function, and within bracket what I will write, d of f red, my column name dot main function. Okay, the dot main function, then so it will change in place equals to true. In place equals to true. Okay, so now in this way that we will deal with the missing values. So in place of missing values, what I am doing, I am putting mean value according to the concept. The concept is saying that, then after that we will check whether they are missing value or not. Now I will hit run. Okay, so now I executed. Now I will check. Now I will check this red column have missing value or not. So df of red column name dot is null function dot sum function. Okay, so now I will hit run. You see, zero. So before that 10,019 number of missing value, but after putting main value instead of the what in place of the missing value, so now I got there is no missing value. Now there is zero missing value. So I hope you got the clarity. So in this way, so one column I cleared. So one column that I did analysis. Okay, so I hope you got the clarity. So already 12:30 crossed. So this is data cleaning. So guys, now overall I hope everybody understanding. Now the time came, actually we have to wind up the session because I have another meeting in 12:45. So guys, any doubts? If you have, then you can ask. This is data cleaning. One point only, just I showed you. One point data cleaning, but data visualization is remaining. So I can show lots of visualization library like Matplotlib and Cburn. So I can generate a plot. So I will keep in next webinar. So some from the beginning, some theoretical point I discussed and I took some time. But one day I will come to in front of you only practical session that what I will share, I will discuss. So I hope today, so whatever we discussed, I hope you got the clarity. Govind, so everybody is understanding, or any question that you may ask. Okay, because I have to, the time came, so I have to end the session. So I hope everybody understanding, give a response, whether you are understanding or whether you are not understanding. what is the data frame, especially today, everything that I discussed with what the concept of pandas. Gobian. Okay, so I hope you. Okay, so lots of 50% that I covered, but sorry to say 50% again it is remaining because lots of points again I have to give the clarity. But in 12:45 I have a client meeting, so anyhow before that we have to draw. Okay, so I think this part, whatever we did discussion, I hope everybody got a clarity. And the whole only to like visualization part. Some again, I will in which way that red column that I discussed. In same way, I will what you can do also of your one by what location by taking location column and you see some columns if you want to rename because I saw some column so column name is very too long, approx cost two people, approx cost two people. Some column is what very lengthy column name, you can also rename also. And dropping in all values, renaming columns, and one by one we will check if the column having some missing values, then how we will deal. So every column values, once it will be clear, then we will go for visualization. We will make some different types of plots for the analysis. Okay, so this is all about data cleaning. Data cleaning, one point that today I completed, data cleaning. Then after completion data cleaning, then we will go to data visualization. Okay, so I am planning another in my next Saturday. Actually, I have a another webinar for Java full stack development, Java coding, Java for interview. In my next webinar, again this what problem task I will represent to complete all these things. Okay, so thank you to all of you for attending this webinar. And on behalf of Silan Software Pvt Limited and PythonTpoints.com, so giving many many thanks to all of you for your patience and you all have attended. And after that, so I hope we will send the certificate to your mail ID. If you give your mail ID to the WhatsApp group, our HR will send the certificate.